In this video I will show you how you correct the text on your website. First of all, I will go through how the website is built up, and at the top you have a top menu, and these, if you have spelling mistakes or want to make corrections here, you have to correct the titles in the menus. Then you have in Joomla something called modules, and most of what you see on the front page are modules. Here you have a slideshow module, and you have a little module here welcoming you to the website. Then you have 6 different modules down here with a small little text and a link that goes to an article. Further down you have a featured article, which is a standard article, but it's also visible on the front page. Towards the bottom you have also modules, 4 different, and I will now show you how you do the corrections of the articles, menus and modules. First of all, you have to go to the back side of your website, so you basically type your URL /administrator and you get to the login screen, and you will have got these login details sent to you on mail. When you are logged into the back end of Joomla, you get a lot of options, and we are going to focus on the menus, on the content, and on the extension, what they call module manager. First of all, I will go through the menus, and there's only one active menu, and that's the main menu. And if you click on this, you will see the whole menu as you see it on the front page. The home, the cloth collection with sub-points, Utvikling i Africa or India with sub-points, and if you go here, you will say that's pretty much the same as you see here. So if you have a spelling mistake, for example in Vi Samler Inn, then you go here and you open Vi Samler Inn by clicking on it, and you correct the text up here. When you are in Joomla, it's very important that you use the buttons available here, either to save, save and close, or close without saving. Do not use these buttons up here, as you will lock the menu or articles, and I will show you later what happens if you do that. So you do your correction and you save and close. That's how you correct the menu, and if you scroll down you can see there's also page 2 where it continues with the other titles in the menu. I'll go to the start again. So in this Vi Samler Inn, let's take that as an example. You are in here, this is the title. As soon as you click on it, you get into an article, and this is the article that is called Vi Samler Inn. If you need to correct anything within an article, you do it in the back end. You go to content and you have the article manager. You click on that, and here you have a list of all the articles, and as you can see they're all green, which means they are published, and then there's one that has a star, which means that it is featured and it's shown on the front page. That's this one here. And again you go down here and you can go to page 2 to see the rest of the article. So if you then I'm just going to go back in again in the article manager. So if you need to correct something within an article, you basically click on the article, you have the title on the article, and then you have the text in the article. When you write, never use this font family box and the font size box, because you should just write with a standard text and the website will make sure that all the text will look identical. You can use bold if you want, and italic if you want to highlight something in the article. If you save this, and I now show you what happens if you do not click close, but you click arrow back. You get a catalog on it, which means that the article is locked, and that's because Joomla thinks that you're still inside it. So if you did go in now and did some editing, it will not be saved. You have to click on the catalog, and that will unlock the article and you can continue to edit it. So this is where you correct all the articles. Now we go to the extensions and we go to the module manager, which is the third part. Here you have all the modules, and this one here, for example, is not published, so it's not really important. And you have some locations here where it says bottom row 3.1, bottom row 3.2, bottom row 3.3, and bottom row 3.4. And if I go to the website, that obviously refers to these 4 boxes down here. The FAQ is a little bit different, I will come back to that. But if you want to correct the text here, Kort om Norgegir, go in, find it here, Kort om Norgegir, and here you can correct the title of the box that you see here, and you can correct the text in this box. And again, when you're done, save and close. Then you have some menus here in the left position, and this is referring to when you go in to any article, you get a menu here to the left. You never have to touch this one because they are basically a mirror of this one. vSamla in, you see it's a mirror. So if you do a correction here, vSamla in, it will automatically be corrected here on the side as well. So all these menus here on the left side, you don't have to worry about. The top menu is just a location. You don't have to worry about it because you do correct the menu up here, as we talked about before. Then you have Welcome to Norgegir, top row 2.1, and then you have a slideshow here on top row 1.1. If I open the slideshow, I can do some small changes in this one. For example, when I go down here, I get the main title for each of the slides. So if there's a mistake in this one, this is where you correct those titles. So the main Norgegir is the title that we're talking about here. Then you have a small text below it. To correct this, you have to go to the image settings, and here you have the link to each of the image, and then you have the small text here. So this is where you correct the small text for each of the slideshows. I'm just going to close on this. Then top row 1.2 is referring to this one. So if you have any correction to do in here, this is where you correct that. Then you have all the DIs on a line here. If you need to correct anything within these 3 lines here, it's better you write that to me, because they are a little bit, it's easy to do a mistake when you go in and edit these modules. So if you need to change anything in these boxes here, then you can write me and with the corrections. However, when you click on the read more, you get the article about this DI, for example, Lily Redmeyer. This is just an article, so you go basically into the content, the article manager, and then you can find the DIs on this page here. You can sort them to show all on a long list, so you don't have several pages. There you have the article. So if you need to do correction on that, this is where you do it. The pictures we will come back to later in another video. Then the last thing I need to tell about is the FAQ, and I told you that was a little bit different. Again, if you go into the module manager, you can see you have a module called this. However, all what you see here is a little code, and it basically says go and get the FAQ ID 63, which is a category, and it looks a little bit complicated, but what it means is that under components, which are small programs within Joomla, you will have the FAQ Pro here, and if you click on the facts, you get the questions on a list here. So if you need to do a correction in the first question, you basically just click on it, and you can correct the question there, and you can correct the answer down here. So these are all questions within a category of FAQ, which is called Norgegir, and here you can see the ID 63. So basically the code means go and get everything inside this category and show it in the module here at the bottom. That's basically everything you need to know to go in and start to do editing on this website. So if you have any question, you just write to me, and I can make some more films for you if you need something more explained.